coward!
Alright, I'll call you back.
Son of a bitch!
Anna!
I can't
I'm
fucking
doing
believe it!
Uncut Gems by Josh Safdie and Benny Safdie is a tense, suspenseful, and vigorous movie that keeps you on the edge of your seat at all times. But does this movie follow a 3-act structure? Sort of. You follow the main character, Howard Ratner, a gambling addict who owns a jewelry shop. Throughout the movie, you'll see him attempt to pay off his growing gambling debts. Why I say this only sort of follows a 3-act structure is because of how loose the story seems at times. It feels like you're really just watching it play out at all times. There's no breaks. I will say though, in what I think is the first act, it introduces you to everyone, tells you what the problem is, and how Howard thinks he can fix it. Exactly when the second act starts is tricky and I don't really know, but I would guess it's around when Howard goes to dinner with his family, including Arno. I would say the third act starts right after the auction. Everything gets really intense, Arno and his men are in the shop, KG just gave Howard all the money he needs, but he takes it and tries to go for an even bigger win, which although it works, it doesn't matter. The cinematography, editing, and sound design of Uncut Gems was just amazing. The entire time you feel so tense and worried because of Howard's questionable decisions, and I think the cinematography played a large part in that. Most of the cinematography was either shaky or still. In more calm scenes we had nice still shots, mainly when he was behind the counter in his shop, or at dinner, places where he feels comfortable. In more intense scenes the camera would get blurry at times and shake uncontrollably. The editing in these scenes would also help. The editing would sometimes make you feel uncomfortable or scared, and what may happen because it's so unpredictable. The sound of this film was amazing. The script, everything that was said seemed almost perfect to the scenario. I was researching a little bit about it, and almost all of the dialogue was scripted and mixed very well. The color and lighting that they went for in the movie was also very good. It fit very well with the themes of the movie. Uncut Gems is a movie that follows a gambling addict that is in debt, and how he attempts to dig himself out of that hole. But what is it really about? The answer to that question is difficult. I think the movie is trying to show that some people will try to get into a better or higher place no matter the dangers or the risks. Even if you have a win right in front of you, some people may take that and think that they can get even higher off of it, like Howard in the movie. He has the money he needs to pay them off and $65,000 extra. But he bets it all in hopes of making almost 7 times the amount. I feel the director's intentions for what they wanted us, the viewer, to feel was what I said previously. They don't want you to feel content with the ending of the movie. They want you to think about what just happened, if it was justified, and if it relates to you. The whole movie follows Howard seemingly digging himself in a bigger hole until he finally wins. And he wins big, but it doesn't matter. I think they wanted the viewer to be left with an unsettling feeling. Finally, did I like this film? Yes. I loved Uncut Gems. I thought Adam Sandler's performance was amazing. I thought the story was great, the writing, the cinematography, everything. Yes, it has flaws. It's not a 10 out of 10 movie, but it is very high up there. I think this movie may have really just resonated with me for some reason. The themes throughout and how stressful it can seem at times was just really good. So yes, I very much enjoyed this film. But let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Disagree? Who knows?